How much time you should practice the piano every day? Is it 10 minutes, 3 hours, 8 hours? Let's talk about that. Hi, I'm Frank and I'm here to help you to become a successful musician. In this video, I want to answer these quite common questions, especially among beginners. How much time should you practice the piano in order to make progress? So, before answering this question, I want you to consider to set a goal. Maybe you haven't took any time to think about that, but if you want to really make progress, it will be much more efficient to set goals before. Now, if you don't have any goals very clearly defined right now, you're getting started, you want to discover the instrument, that's fine, it will come with time, no problem at all. Just think about that. And also if you set a goal, it can change, okay? Nothing is fixed. Depends, it can change over time, but okay. So depending on your goal, it will set the amount of time you want to practice. But if you're a complete beginner, what is recommended is at least 20 minutes, about 20 minutes per day or per session if you can't do every day. The thing is that they have to be regular, so be sure that you do that regularly over the week. Every day is much better. So about 30 minutes is even a better duration for a practice session because you need some time to warm up, some time to learn the basics, and also some time to learn or practice a song that you already started to learn. So 30 minutes is quite fast if you work on these different things. So minimum 20 minutes. If it's 10 minutes, you won't really have time to practice. However, as I mentioned in a previous video, I will maybe put a link somewhere. It's good to have a habit of practicing very often. So in that context, if you only can get 5 minutes in your day because you have many things going on and whatever reason, it's better than nothing because it will set a habit. You will have this routine of practicing daily or at least very regularly. Okay, but for real, let's say efficient session, let's say 30 minutes. It's what it is recommended usually. Now, if you have a bit more experience and if your goal is to reach a certain level, 30 minutes is not that big. So it's better to take 1 hour, 1 hour and a half. Usually, that's a very good amount of time you should practice. And maybe, if you enjoy playing the piano, you will yourself tend to do something like that, 1 hour at least, because you will see time is passing so fast. So the best would be 1 hour, 1 hour and a half. Now, if you want to reach more a professional level, now it's different. So it's more like 4 hours per day, about 4 hours. Okay, that's a lot of work, but of course you will progress much faster. And really, if you want to be like the next Liszt, the absolute virtuoso, you can go further, but I don't recommend that for beginners or even intermediate players. Okay, so let's say you set 1 hour. Now you may have another question is, do I practice on one slot of 1 hour or several, let's say 3 slots of 20 minutes? This is a bit up to you, especially if you are a beginner. Maybe you will have some tiredness in your muscles. You will feel some pain. So listen to your body. Be careful. Don't push too much. If you feel that after 15-20 minutes it starts to be painful, it's better to stop, to relax, maybe stretch a bit your hands, and maybe later in the day you can do another session of 20 minutes and maybe a third one. It could be a better idea, because if you try to force yourself to play 1 hour and after 20 minutes it gets painful, you might just hurt yourself, and anyway you won't make much progress because you feel pain, so you start to be tense. Okay, you won't be able to play that well, so it's not very useful at all. So yeah, try to avoid that. And also, as I already mentioned in this channel, and I insist on that, sometimes less is more. Even if you do 20 minutes, but with a highly focused and with some intention, a really dedicated work can be much more efficient than 2 hours on your instrument, noodling a bit on the keyboard and not really making some efficient work. So there is practice and practice, okay? Efficient practice needs to be really focused. It's not worth working 4 hours for, just playing a real, 30 minutes maybe of real work. So just have this in mind when you decide for your practice. So that was what I wanted to share with you in this video. It's better to start small but very regular, like 30 minutes. That's good. 30 minutes. Okay, you will make progress. So if you can ensure that you are doing 30 minutes every day, that's pretty good, really. If you can do 1 hour, that's great. Yeah, really, that's the aim. Let's say 1 hour and a half, even better. But don't push too much if you don't feel it, if it's too painful, if your fingers hurt or whatever the reason. Okay, I will leave you with this message for today. Let me know in the comment how much do you practice right now. I will be interested in knowing that and how you feel during your practice. Okay, let's start the discussion. I will leave you and I will meet you in the next video.